The 5 most amazing moves of Wang Hao from China. In this video, we're going to look at 5 brilliant moves that Wang Hao has played. The Chinese Tiger is playing in the candidates and could be world champion this time next year. See if you can find the magical moves he played. Good luck, and let me know in the comments how you get on. This first very exciting example just demonstrates what you need to do when both sides have castled on opposite sides of the board. It's all about attack, attack, attack. He who strikes first normally crashes through. Black plays rook to b7, and now violence is required. Break down the black king. Can you see how? Bishop takes g6, and this is a brilliant way to get through to the black king. Even if it costs points, we need to just attack. Keep throwing everything. Get the kitchen sink. Get anything. Put them towards the black king. The point of this idea is if f takes g6, our queen takes one step nearer. We have a devastating idea of rook h7 here. And if something like bishop f7, there is a very nice tactical blow here. Can you see the blow? This is one situation where I'm not going to show you, but let's see who gets it in the comments first below. Black didn't like this, and after bishop takes g6, decided to attack instead with b4. Timing is everything in such a position. We don't want to defend. We want to keep coming forwards. Retreat defense is for wimps, not the Chinese Tiger. So he continues with another blow. Rook to h7. A fourth piece dives in, and the pressure around the black king is just becoming too much. If this rook is taken, then white has a number of strong moves. Bishop takes h7 being the most simplest way in this complex position to win, and the queen dives in. After rook takes h7, black tries pawn takes knight when he's one move away from winning with devastating ideas, but it is white to move. So you've got to play aggressively. What's the best move? Bishop takes f7 check. And this forces a way through. So the rook has to be taken, and now just rook to h1 and black resigns. Beautiful tactics, blow after blow there to take the black king down. In the second example, Wang Hao is faced with imminent danger, queen to e7 checkmate. So again, it's important to play with some urgency. What did the Chinese Tiger now do to force checkmate? Maybe a bit of an easier one, this one. You have to play with aggression, and it's all about getting your most important pieces into the attack, your queen. Rook to h1 check, and this allows the queen to swing into action here. The rook has to be taken, the queen comes over with check, and around here white resigned because it's easier to see with a series of checks there is no escape. Queen takes g2 would lead to checkmate. Example number 3. They say that the following move that's played in this game is one of the hardest moves to spot. Maybe a bit of a clue there. White has a lot of pressure against the black king. All of white's pieces look quite actively placed, but there's one move here that's just a knockout blow. Can you see that blow? Knight to f4. The reason I said this is a very hard move to spot is because it's a backwards knight move. And notoriously, backwards knight moves are not in a lot of humans' vision of sight. And vision of sight is what we need when we're spotting tactics. The idea behind this very clever move is that knight to g6, checkmate, is one threat. So, for example, black actually resigned here, but if queen takes pawn, knight to g6 would win the queen for not very much. And if the knight is captured, there's a lovely checkmate here. Queen takes h7. And after king takes, rook to h4, checkmate. So maybe a very short tactic, but a very visually pleasing one. This next example actually has a name. The technique used by the Chinese Tiger, Wang Hao, in this position with the black pieces is named from an idea that Blackburn actually played in one of his games. Blackburn, a leading English player many a moon ago. With so many pieces around the white king, it's clear something has to give. But what move breaks through white's protection here? Can you see it? Look for aggressive moves again. You're trying to get to that king. Queen takes h4, a very forcing move. It may look like this is a blunder because, oh no, white can take my queen. But this now opens the way for the bishop on e5, and bishop to h2 is checkmate. So in actual fact, after queen takes h4, there's nothing to be done because black is threatening a checkmate on not one square, but two squares. So white has to resign. This last example looks curtains for black. It's black to move, but white is threatening simply knight g5 and queen h7, checkmate. MVL with the white pieces must have been thinking, yeah, your time's up, Chinese tiger. I am the dragon slayer. Or even a tiger slayer, you know. Actually, I don't like tiger slayer. It's not cool. But black, Wang Hao, had a brilliant idea prepared in this position. It looks impossible that he can survive with so many pieces on the wrong side of the board, but he pulls out a Harry Houdini. If you can't win and you're about to lose, obviously a draw is okay. That's a little clue. And he now plays knight to d3. What is this magic? Well, the point of this is, if rook takes queen, well, you've lost the queen, but you can now go knight to f4 check and actually gain a perpetual check. It's simply astonishing. And we can see this perpetual check after king to g3 and now knight e2. And there's nothing that the white king can do here. If the white king tries to escape to the back rank, we do have a very useful rook, and that rook can come flying in with deadly effect. So a very nice way to escape the troubles. Other moves after knight d3 also don't work. For example, knight to g5 straight away fails to knight to f4 check, and then after something like king g3, black is the one attacking and will actually checkmate with bishop d2. And another very nice idea is if rook takes knight, black has an amazing move here. And again, I'm going to leave this for you guys to solve. Remember, queen takes rook, knight g5 could be quite problematic. So you need to find what is called an intermezzo move first. Beautiful defensive play there, though, from Wang Hao. Thank you for watching the 5 most amazing moves of Wang Hao, who is a brilliant player from China, and again another guy I would not like to face at the board who's capable of winning the candidates. Which of those moves did you like the best, and did you see them all? I have to say, some of them I struggle with this time. So please like and subscribe to this video, and I hope to see you all again soon.